Stephen Curry, he's 36 turning 37, and it's obvious Curry isn't the same player anymore, but Curry, he's still capable of being the best player on your team at any given night. In 2023 and 2024, Curry told us he's in his prime, and I do believe he wasn't his prime at the time, but now I think he acknowledges that he needs some help.
It's just a matter of acknowledging, like, okay, me and Draymond are in our prime. We're, in a situation where you have to kind of think about the game a little differently. But if you're not winning, the answer is, like, how do we make this happen? For me, I know I only have a certain amount of years left, and I want to win desperately.
And he really does. He's on a team where he doesn't have a legit second option, and it just seems like the Warriors are asking Curry to do way more than he's supposed to. Mind you, like I said earlier, he's 36 turning 37. It's only so much he can do. He needs help on this roster. In the offseason, I know many of you guys heard the rumors about Paul George, Lauri Markkanen, even Zach LaVine all joining the Warriors, but the Warriors, they did not get neither one of these guys to help out Stephen Curry, and I just think they don't want to trade none of their young pieces. They're worried about the Warriors' future, not Curry's future, just the Warriors' future in general, and that's fair because Curry, he's an aging star, and we don't know how good he's gonna be, but he's been on an elite level for 3 to 4 years now, and he still hasn't had no help. It's crazy. I'm one of the people who believe if you give Curry a co-star, he's gonna win his 5th championship. And that's just how I feel. Curry, he's been that good for a long time. He just hasn't had the right amount of help. His rosters have been terrible over the past couple of years. Now, I just think we have to accept the fact that the Warriors, they're not going to make a move. This is how Curry's career is gonna end. He's gonna be playing losing basketball, putting up a lot of points, and we're gonna keep telling the Warriors to get Curry help, and they're not gonna do it. Curry, he's one of those players who want to be competitive. He wants to be in the playoffs competing with all the other NBA talent, but he can't on this roster. Now, I want to talk about Dennis Schroder. Dennis Schroder, for the most part, he hasn't been the player that he was on the Nets, but he's pretty decent. I just think he needs more floor spacing on his team, and Golden State, they don't have a lot of floor spaces other than Buddy Hield and Curry, but you can't play all three of them at the same time. They're all small, so it won't work out in the lineups. So Dennis, when he's on the floor, he's out there with non-floor spacers. And he can't create anything if he doesn't have nobody who can space the floor for him. He's not able to get to the rim. He's not able to get to his mid-range. And this is all just due to the fact that the Warriors, they don't have floor spaces outside of Curry and Buddy Hield. And like I said earlier, you cannot play Curry, Buddy Hield, and Dennis Schroder all together in the starting lineup. Unless your coach is Steve Kerr. He will literally pit 3 guards in the starting lineup. He doesn't care how small this team is. He will continue to play 3 guards at the same time. He just doesn't care at this point. That's what I'm starting to believe. Because how can you keep pitting 3 guards in the starting lineup? Buddy Hield and Curry, those are not elite defenders. To be fair to Steve Kerr, though, he's working with what he has right now because the Warriors, they don't have much. They don't have a lot of elite defenders. They don't have a lot of tall guys on this roster. So he is just working with what he has, and he's just trying to make the most of it. He's out there putting Buddy Hield on the floor with Curry and Dennis. I guess he just wants floor spacing. I don't know what it is, but Steve Kerr, another thing I'm not a fan of is him always changing the starting lineup. He has to stop doing that. I feel like he should just keep a set 5 of guys and let them run. Let them keep getting in that groove and be a starting 5. Because if he's taking guys in and out the lineup, I feel like that messes up rhythm. And I feel like players are going to start playing bad because they're in and out. They're coming off the bench one night and then one night they're starting. I just feel like you're not getting no rhythm with that. That's just me personally, though. Andrew Wiggins, this season, he's averaging 16 points, almost 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He shoots 45% from the field. And I think he shoots about like 37% from 3. Like, it's not that bad. He shoots 39% from 3. He's not having a bad season if you ask me. Andrew Wiggins, he's been playing his part, but he definitely could step it up and be better for this team. Kuminga being hurt is also affecting this Warriors roster because he's one of those guys who was putting pressure on the rim, getting to the free throw line, and you could say he was the secondary option on this team, secondary scoring option, whatever you want to say he is. Kuminga, he definitely was playing his part on this team. You could say he was the second best player on the Warriors. I don't know how you feel about him and Wiggins, but me personally, I would say Kuminga has been playing out of his mind this season. He's having a better season than last year. He's able to get to the basket. He's getting to the free throw line way more than he is, and he's trying to improve with his jump shot. Buddy Hield in the beginning of the season, you would have thought he was the next Splash Bro. The way he was playing out of his mind in the beginning of the season. But now, he's struggling. He can't create shots for himself. He cannot put the ball on the floor. He can't get to the rim. And he's just struggling to hit open shots. That's crazy to me. He's not hitting open shots. Buddy Hield, I just thought he was going to be one of those consistent role players. And that's another thing. The Warriors, they don't have consistent role players. Buddy Hield, when he scores 18 points, the Warriors are 10-0. That's a crazy stat. But Golden State, I just think they're going to fail Steph Curry once again. This is going to be the third, fourth year that they fail Steph Curry with not getting him another superstar who can compete just like him. They just have this roster out here with a bunch of guys who are trying to improve. And Curry's not trying to improve with these guys. He's already improved. He's elite. He needs a secondary option, and that will get the Warriors another championship. But I guess the Warriors, they're worried about their future. Like I said earlier, it's fair because Curry, he is aging. And why would they trade their whole team for an aging superstar? So it's fair. If I was the Warriors, I would have been got Stephen Curry some help, and we would have been had a 5th championship. But that's just me. But with that being said, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and get this video to 6 likes, and I will be dropping tomorrow. I'm on the grind. I'm trying to drop 3 videos in a row. Thank you guys, and I'm out. See you guys in the next.